Alrighty. Testing. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3. Now, I hope the audio is working okay. I am live. So this is an unplanned live. I didn't intend to actually didn't post this or anything really beforehand, just about 15 minutes ago. But do see there's a couple of people watching, and if you're watching and everything, if you can hear me okay and the video is okay, leave a message in the chats just to let me know that you can hear me. So I want to talk a bit about a bunch of lights that I got recently from Wuben. So I've had the E7 for quite some time already. And yeah, just a little close up. I've got the overhead camera, so I'm just going to be able to see a little bit closer with some of these lights. And fantastic. So MAU, Mount Reju, fantastic. Yeah, you never know when you run these streams. Sometimes you do get some issues with the audio or the camera, but it seems to be going okay today. I've swapped over to another computer that's got a better graphics card. Normally I use an older laptop, and that's at times conks out halfway. So yeah, I'm using a bigger laptop. And yeah, so Wuben has released a couple of new lights, a couple of new colors actually for their E7, and yeah, I've actually reviewed this one, the black version. I've got two of these ones here, one in 5000K, one in 6500K. And yeah, if you want the 5000K version, then you basically need to get the black version. The new colors only come with the 6500K Osram P9 LEDs. And Mao says, got a T4 recently. First Wuben, impressed. Yeah, the T4 is a nice little tactical flashlight, especially if you want to keep the size down as well, and those, keep it quite pocketable. And I was quite happy that they included the Osram W2 in there. Would have been good if they, if they had like an option to include like a green LED as well. So the, one of my most favorite LEDs is the CSL NM1 F1 or the CUL PM1.F1. So that's like the green version. So it's a very throwy LED. And yeah, so I'm not sure if many of you know much about the E7. I'll go through a really quick introduction, just show you what the light is, some of the features. And Wuben sent me these two to review, make some videos on. They were free samples that were provided to me. And yeah, so look, apart from the color, I wouldn't say there's really a huge difference. In fact, I don't think there's any difference at all. The LEDs remain the same. So you got the Osram P9. Just show you the green version. This is the army green version. And I am actually partially colorblind, so this does look green, but it looks like a really dull kind of green. And yeah, the anodizing, I'd say, is actually a lot more grippier than the black version. And you can even just tell by looking at the lot more glossier. It seems to be almost be a bit of texture on the surface of this green version. And another thing that they've changed as well is Wuben have put in that reverse polarity protection, which I think is super important. Okay, so if you basically invert that battery. It's not going to spark, it's not going to short circuit. Super important. And I'll show you as well a bunch of accessories that these lights come with. So you've got, I've just got to Lego these together, but you've got some extension tubes. So the lights themselves are 18350 flashlights. So a tiny little battery, and it's 1100 milliamp hours. Okay, so you know, if you're going on a shorter sort of walk or hike or something like that, you'd be okay if you're using the lower modes, but you know, certainly if you're taking it out for a longer period of time, you're going to want to add on this extension tube. You can purchase the extension tube separately, and they do come with a bunch of bundles as well. So that way you can use the E7 with a 18650 battery, roughly 3 times the capacity. So just undo that. And yeah, it's kind of interesting because initially this kind of design was first seen in the Wuben X0. And I think I've got too much. Do I have too much? Just a bit. Lower that brightness a little bit. And yeah, so this is the X0. Looks pretty similar. Looks very similar. Micro arc oxidized version. But the thing that really bugged me about it is that you just can't get into the battery and replace it easily. So you can actually just popped on a pair of pliers and unscrewed it. You can see there's some little scratch marks there in the bottom. But Wuben have designed the E7 as, I guess, a more budget-friendly version of the X0, and also allowing you to access the battery a lot more easily. And it also has a few, like I said, like modular features. So you have, of course, the extension tube, which I really like. But also, Wuben have also produced this little device here. I can't say that I use this myself, okay? But for some of you, it might actually be helpful. And this is like a gesture sensor. So I'll just show you how it works. I'll plug it into this one here. Oops. Go back in. And what you do is that it comes with this little cable. One side USB-C cable plugs into this side of the gesture sensor, and the other side plugs straight into the top of the E7. Okay. And you can see there's like a little blue light. Now, basically what you do is that you just wave your hand in front of it, and it activates the light. So one fast swipe is on, another fast swipe is off. You can have it on like this and then just hold your hand over and it will cycle between low, medium, high. And you got also a turbo mode. Okay. I think you can activate strobe as well. 1, 2, 3. Okay, maybe not. Oh, there you go. Got it. So pretty sure I just lock the thing as well. And yeah, it's kind of like, I wouldn't say it's hands free. I suppose it is sort of hands free, but you're putting your hand in front of the sensor to activate the light, which I think is pretty unique. I haven't seen any other lights out there that have this feature. If you guys know of any, just let me know down in the comments. And yeah, do see there's a bunch of you watching as well. Drop a comment, let me know whereabouts you're watching from, and if you have any questions as well, any questions while I'm here. But it's been a while since I've done a live, and yeah, thought why not. So you also get, now depending on what sort of package you pick this up in, you also get one of these headbands. Okay, fully adjustable and pretty simple. Okay, all you have to do is just basically pop the light in like that. Okay, and it swivels around as well. You know, probably swivels around, I don't know, 120 degrees or something like that. And pop this on. Let's have a look. Need to tighten this thing up a bit. Lock the light out accidentally, but there it is. So if you kind of need it to point downwards, you can angle the light down just in this swivel head up directly forwards like that. Okay. I wish it came with like a proper moonlight mode. But yeah, you basically get low, medium, high. Let me take this thing out of the headband. So low, medium, high, double press, and you get turbo, which is ridiculously bright, 1,800 lumens for a little flashlight like this. It's quite amazing. And the Osram P9 is one of my favorite economical LEDs as well. Wuben include a couple of them in here. So basically they produce a ton of light, 900 lumens each in the E7. And you can see my Wuben X0 here produces about half the amount of light as the E7. And yeah, I remember I took this light with me. The first one I received was, I think it was near the end of last year when I was in Brisbane. And I took this one out with me to Brisbane to do some beam shots, to test it out. Didn't really go anywhere. Yeah, it didn't really go anywhere too far. It was really just in the city, but going through some of the parks, botanical gardens as well. Did the trick. And Mel says, watching from Switzerland. Pinned in, lived in Melbourne many years though. Ah, that's pretty cool. Whereabouts did you live? I used to live in Carlton. I've lived in a few places, even Docklands. But yeah, for me, pretty close to the city though. When I first got here, I lived in Melton, which was out west. And yeah, some parts of Melton pretty rough, I have to say. Yeah. So it's finish is not really getting a lot of reflected light. It's just trying to move this ring light so that I don't get too much reflected light, but it's tricky. Maybe I can like zoom my camera in a bit. And yeah, just want to show you the finish because there's a slight kind of sheen to the surface, slight kind of glossiness, I suppose. Don't know how you describe it, but it's yeah, it's different from that micro arc oxidized finish that you get on the X0. Lower that. I'll just lower this light a bit. It's just getting in the way. Camera. Oops. Yeah, that should be a little bit better. Yeah, the micro arc oxidized finish on the X0 is, I think it feels better, feels nicer. Okay, but you know, the E7 still pretty good. Feels, yeah, it feels grippier still than the initial E7 that I received from Wuben. This one here. So this one just comes with, you know, a really basic black anodizing, and yeah, I find it just pretty smooth as well. Whereas if you look at this one, there's a bit more texture to it. See if the clip is a bit different as well. No, the clip is the same. I thought for a second that no, I thought the clip might have been a bit stronger, but they're pretty much the same. There's good, you know, good amount of tension in the clip. I think that's important because if you're walking around, yeah, if you're walking around and you get snagged on something, you know, it's not gonna pull the light out of your pocket and you're not gonna lose it. So just having a decent, you know, a decent kind of clip on there is important, and it's a deep carry clip as well. Deep carry clip. So, yep. And Brian Perez has loved to have one. Yep. Yeah, they're great lights. And Brian also South Mouse's southeast Monash Uni area. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Monash Uni, that'd be near like that Chadstone shopping centre over there. There's lots of students out that direction at the moment. Yeah, I don't really go out there all too often, but I know where you're talking about. Yeah, I sometimes I have to head out there. I had to pick up some microphone, some wireless microphone thingos from a shop over in Chadstone. That's about the only time I go over there because I find those gigantic shopping centers pretty stressful, actually. Brian says, watching here in the Philippines. Can I have the black one with extension tube? I'm planning to do another giveaway, Brian. So yeah, stick around. Do stick around. And there's something I also want to ask Wuben to do. I didn't ask them to sponsor this video. They've just sent me a couple of samples of these, but they have provided a bunch of sample flashlights in the last giveaway. So I think I ran one near the start of the year, if I'm correct. I ran one at the start of the year, and Wuben provided over 10 flashlights. So yeah, I'll reach out to them. I'll reach out to them and see if we can sort something out, because they actually gave away an X3 as well. And speaking about the X series, Wuben's also, if you check on the Wuben Facebook page, they've just posted something about a new light they're releasing. It's the X2 Pro, and you might be able to switch over just to show you what I'm talking about. And again, this has not, that Wuben haven't asked me to run this live. I just, you know, I want to run them every now and then because just one, it's good to interact with you guys, and yeah, good practice for me as well. I tend to get a bit rusty running these events and stuff if I don't keep up with it. But okay, here we go. Just gonna show you what I mean. So yeah, this is the Wuben Facebook page, and yeah, you can see there it is here. They actually created an event for the Wuben X2 Pro, and then they cancelled the event. So I don't know. Maybe they are, yeah, maybe that they're gonna like reorganize it or something like that. But if you look at a previous post, they are talking about it here: Wuben X2 Pro, and you know, replacement battery design, quick release buckle, tail cap. Pretty cool. Look at that. It's composite. Let me have a look. What's this? They've got a Kickstarter page, so they're using Kickstarter again. Let's go have a quick look. they have any information on here? Okay, here we go. There's a photo. You just zoom in on what they are doing here. Wow, okay. That's pretty cool. Looks like there's a side light. Like a dual side light here. This is that a TIR lens or something. And there's this, I don't know what this is, like a kind of dial on the side. And maybe 4 LEDs, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe a couple of them are red LEDs, and there's a throwy beam and a diffuse beam there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like that Wuben doing something different. Let's have a look. What else did they say? So composite lens system upgraded from single spotlight to composite, combining both spotlight and floodlight. Rotating switch controls light focus. Ooh, light focus. That's pretty cool. I wonder if it just fades in and out between the throwy LED on the front, the throwy lens, and then whether it just dims one LED and increases the brightness of the other one. Maybe. Side light function, 400 lumens white light plus RGB signal light, 20-degree angle. Let's have a look. Prevents active. No. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's good that you can use normal AA cells as well, and easy to swap the cells. What's this one here? They have single floodlight to composite lens, combining spotlight and floodlight. Rotating switch controls light focus, enhancing user experience. So that must be more like the throwy beam there. That's the flood beam, and I don't know what they're referencing here. Something in the middle, because the spot seems smaller there. I can't read these numbers; they're too small for me to read. Rotating switch. What else do they have in here? Side light function. No, this is cool. Look, you can actually rotate the side light in there as well. There's a magnet on the back, tail clip. Yeah, it looks like the X2, but just with a whole bunch of different features on it. And yeah, I really like the look of some of these Wuben lights. Especially the X series, it just look like they come out of a science fiction movie or something. And lock, side light, main light. Okay, cool. USB Type C. Okay. Yeah, I only just saw this they literally just posted it about an hour ago. And this is the web page for the E7 as well. I've put a link down in the description if you want to go ahead and check it out. So this is one of the new colors, the green version that I was showing you before. You've got the khaki version here. And yeah, like I said, if you want to get the 5000K, if you want some slightly warmer light, I suppose, you can only it only comes in the 5000. It comes in the 5000K, and they're having a 25% off. Looks like they're having a 25% off sale at the moment. So for me, in Aussie dollars, that's $45. For Americans, probably $30. About $30. Seems pretty good actually. $30. And yeah, you can either get it with a headband, the battery extender, battery extension tube. You can get all three: headband, the light, and the extender for $56. And you get all of that plus the gesture sensor that I was showing you before for 67 Australian. So what would that be American? Probably about like $40 something, $40 maybe. Yeah, it's for a multi-purpose flashlight. You're going to be hard pressed to find anything that's of better value. I mean, you'll probably find some similar headlamps, similar powered headlamps out there, but just in terms of the versatility. And I do like that it has just these dual P9 LEDs. They don't get too hot in there. Yeah, some of the specifications there. I'm going to swap back to the other screen now. I got a bit distracted from that post by Wuben. So that's the normal X2 here. But yeah, Wuben, the one that I was showing you before on their Facebook page is the X2 Pro, which hasn't been released yet. Might be able to ask them for a sample of it to review. Just checking out the chats, and got Ben. How you doing, Ben? And greetings from Mexico City. Yeah, I remember you. I've seen you in the comments and stuff in the past. Thanks for coming along and watching. And yeah, if you get a chance as well, if you're enjoying the stream, want me to do some more of them, just click the like button. That helps YouTube to send it out, gives it a bit of a signal to send it out to more people. And Brian says, yeah, just posted it's like the Wuben E series. Yep. So let's have a closer look. Yeah, like I said, you get this sort of design is almost reminds you of this cyberpunk look. You know, like I said, something pretty angular, interesting cutouts as well, and issue with sometimes when manufacturers use all these sharper cutouts, sometimes it just can be a bit abrasive, so you don't have that issue here. And yeah, already kind of demonstrated the UI a bit before, but basically it's just turn on, press and hold, go through the different modes. Okay, like that. I will also do another video of these two lights later on and release it. I'm not going to go and do the same ceiling bounce tests and stuff like that because it's basically the same flashlight. But in a nutshell, like I was telling you guys before, I mean, apart from the color itself and the reverse polarity protection that's now included in the new models, there are no differences. So yeah, those are the two main changes. Now, which one do I like better? I think the green one. Yeah, I think the green one. I don't know why. It's just this nice kind of army green color. And who else do we have here? We've got Jake. Sorry if I pronounce your name incorrectly. And only recently bought it. Now I want a green 5000K. This is like some kind of weird addiction, isn't it? Like, I don't know why we do this, but I mean, they're just so cool. They're just so cool. I mean, yeah, the white version, you know, it's because I've been spoiled with, you know, a lot of these micro arc oxidation flashlights. You know, it's pretty cool, but you know, I still prefer that micro arc finish. It's just, yeah, it just feels smoother, a little bit grippier. It's got a smooth finish, but it's grippy. I don't know if that even makes sense. Okay, looks like it has a more even finish, as to say. Okay, there's the E7. It's got a bit of a slight glossiness to it. Okay, and it's more of like an off color. Yeah, a bit of an off color, off white color. But yeah, definitely I prefer this. The E7, the green version, pretty sweet. Ricky says, love the content, light junkie here, missed a bit of the stream. Are the extensions for the E7 available aftermarket? Yes, they are. Yeah, you can go on the Wuben website and just search. Yeah, just search for it, and they do sell it separately. Let me just double check that actually. Pretty sure they do. I searched it last time. Um, yeah, it's called the E7 YCT battery extender. Here it's compatible with the E7, but it doesn't come. Doesn't seem to let you select the other colors, just black. Um, but yeah, I mean, you probably if you order it through just the normal link here, if you get the E7 Plus, the battery extender here, that's probably going to be cheaper because that's already another $15. Yeah, and then you get the light, the light for $30, another $15. So yeah, this is all Australian dollars, by the way. So if you're in the States, this it's actually a pretty good price. I mean, converting that to US dollars, I think that would be something like $30, less than $30 US. So yeah, given the exchange rate at the moment, yeah, it's great value, and there is some kind of regulated output as well on these lights. And if you want to know more about the runtime tests, the ceiling bounce tests that I've run with these lights, go ahead and check out the reviews of the. I've done full reviews of the E7 in both 5,000 and 6,500K. You can check them out on my channel, and you'll see that on the high mode, pretty sure on the high mode it was able to actually maintain that output and hold constant output through the duration of the testing. Of course, when you have that turbo mode, different story. Turbo's not going to last very long with most flashlights, especially flashlights of this size. But I'm pretty sure I got at least 30 seconds of full output on turbo. But yeah, where's the high mode? 1, 2, 3. And that's your high mode. Yeah. How many lumens is the high mode? It is 400 lumens. Here's the back of the box if you want to have a little bit of a read. I don't know if this is even visible. It's difficult to see on there. Yeah, so 1800 lumens on turbo. There's strobe, SOS. I don't really use the strobe or the SOS mode personally. Just never had to, but they're a good little feature to have. You got a battery indicator there at the top, this blue light there, and it does switch off, which is good. Some of these lights bug me because the battery indicator just stays on. Yeah, just basically stays on for the duration of the when you actually activate the light, and I don't know, it just kind of annoys me. But this is there we go. Sort of just gives you an indication that it's full battery. Ricky says, love the E7, bought it via Taobao in China for about $20 AUD. Wow, that's yeah, that's a bargain. $20. And such a great little performer as well. I personally prefer to carry this light around with the extension tube and an 18650 battery. Okay, but of course, if you're on shorter trips and you just want to reduce the amount of weight, by all means, you can ditch the extension tube. But even with the extension tube, look at that. It's tiny. It's about 9 centimeters. Very easily slip into your pocket. And the button is on the top as well. This is something that I think is really important. If you're pocketing flashlights, you don't want the switch to be on the side of the light, especially if you've got other things in your pocket. So buttons on the top, It's less likely to accidentally activate in your pocket. And yeah, I'm really liking this screen. Yep. Let's have a look. I'll take this off now. I don't know if there's anything else, any other questions you guys have about these. I just wanted to be the first. I just wanted to be the first to actually show off these different colors. I don't think there's any other videos out on them at the moment. Yeah. Put the battery back in here. It's probably one of the most versatile headband flashlight combos out there. And you can even just clip this into your pocket. You know, clip it onto your pocket or onto your belt as well. Use as a general walking light. And Ricky's saying, thank God you can get the tail cap off without pliers. Yeah. This was shocking with the X0. But, you know, I think with the X0, maybe they just wanted to make a really consumer-friendly version, you know. People put the battery in the wrong way and cause problems and stuff like that. The cool thing as well is that I managed to fit in the battery extension tube and got it to work in the X0. The X0 is, yeah, it's a slightly different beam. It's actually a little more throwier, just due to this larger TIR lens in there, single TIR lens. But it's not as bright. It's only about half the output of the E7. So on the lower modes, the E7 is going to be way more efficient, producing extra light. So it probably won't be as throwy. Yeah, I think the E7 is kind of based on the X0. They look like brothers, don't they? It's great, pretty original looking designs as well. You know, if you were to show this to someone that didn't know much about flashlights, you'd think that, you know, that they may not even know that this is a flashlight. That people be wondering what this, you know, what it is. It looks like it just looks really cool. It's from a sci-fi movie or something. Yeah, this headband as well. I found that the headband also works with the X0. See? So you can just stick that in there. Use that too. There's a little clip here, kind of this release clip. Press down, and then you pull the light out like that. Pretty simply. And I think having a headband with such a simple, easy to connect and release clasp on there is important to me. I have a bunch of headlamps they have these kind of rubber rings, okay, rubber rings that come out like that. You have to force the light in, and if you want to take it out, it's pretty annoying. So this one, you know, that comes with the E7 just makes it so much easier. All you do is you basically just slot the light in like that, and you're done. And also rotatable, these little clicky tabs, clicky sort of parts where it latches on as well. So if you're walking around, you know, maybe you're running, you know, it's not going to change. It's not going to get loose and start slumping downwards. So it's great little headband. I wonder if it fits with. I wonder if I can put on the extension tube, where it will fit with the extension tube. I don't think so. Let me try. Let's see if it will fit with the extension tube on there. It should do, because some people want to use this tube on. Let's see, does it fit on? It doesn't. Oh, actually, have a look. Maybe I'm just doesn't look like it. See if I can just put this in the middle somewhere. It shouldn't be this hard. No. I guess the whole idea is to get this clip there to join on with this little part there. Can't seem to get it to align properly. Yeah. So looks like you're gonna have to, or maybe I'll spend more time trying to align it later. But you know, just a quick little test there. It doesn't seem to be able to fit with the extension tube on. Not a problem for me because I don't want to be carrying anything too heavy around on my head anyhow. So guys, that's pretty much it in terms of the E7. Like I said, I've got full reviews of the E7 on my channel already, the 5000K version and the 6500K version in black, which basically the internals are the same as these two. So yeah, you can go check out those videos if you want to know a little bit more. But yeah, the link in the description as well if you are interested in watching long after and you want to get one. And you want to support me as well on the channel, there's an affiliate link down in the video description, and Wuben are doing 25% off at the moment on the E7. So yeah, it's pretty good value. Pretty good value, excuse me, for a multi-purpose flashlight headlamp. You know, I'm a bit iffy about the gesture sensor, only because I find the physical switch actually easier to activate. But for whatever reason, I don't know, you might be working in an area where, I don't know, you're wearing gloves and you don't want to get the light dirty or something like that. You know, you've got some corrosive materials or chemicals that you're handling. You know, it would definitely make sense that you're using something like this. Oops. There we have it. It's on. You do have to be pretty close to it. It's kind of like about a centimeter. No, actually, yeah, about a couple of centimeters away from the gesture sensor. Otherwise, it doesn't actually pick it up. Cool little thing. And it comes with a little clip there. It's meant to be used with the headlamp. So you plug it in, clip it onto the headlamp, and then you just clip it onto the side of the headband as well. And you see this blue light show up. Okay. I think that might be it. There's about 8 of you watching, maybe 8 to 10 people overall. But do you guys have any questions today? Yeah, just in general. It doesn't have to be about this light, but anything in general about flashlights, just let me know down below in the comments. As some of you might have realized as well, I'm starting to branch out and review other types of tech products too. So, yeah, I've been. Oops. For some reason, I got disconnected. Yeah, for some reason I got disconnected. I don't know what's going on. Confirm with me if you can hear. If you guys could just confirm if you can hear me okay and see the video all right. It's yeah, for some reason I just was disconnected from the chat. Don't know what happened. Don't know if the video is still running. It says that it is. So, but yeah, I was talking about sort of future direction of the channel, what I'm planning to do. And when I started off this channel, I really had not much of a clue what to talk about. At the time I'd just gotten back into flashlights, and I started to review a few more that I bought, put the reviews up. People seem to like the videos, so that's where I've gone. But I'm also interested in other tech products. Lately I got a laser cutter and engraving machine, which I reviewed as well. There's a tactical pen. So kind of branching out to that general gear and other tech as well. So yeah, you might see some other interesting products and stuff that I'll review. Apart from flashlights, but flashlights I'm always going to have a separate section and review them. Anyhow, gesture sensor doesn't work with the XO. It's a question by Ricky. No, it doesn't work with the XO, unfortunately. It doesn't work with the XO. I did try. Might be because this is just a USB port, but yeah, nothing. All right. So pretty quick stream. I'm probably going to end it off now, but yeah, if you're watching afterwards and you have some questions, yeah, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I'll probably make another shorter pre-recorded review video of these two new E7 colors later on. But yeah, I thought this was a good little demonstration, and hope this was a good little demonstration and a bit of a overview, I suppose. So I'm going to end the stream now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.